Welcome, everyone, to Book of Dawn Ioth Academy. I'm Tormented by Gnomes, your game master. Joining me right now, we have Leg Day and Lemon Kiwi. Legs, how was your show today? You had Calling All Heroes, right?
Yes, it was fantastic. The day of employment has come upon us and has passed.
And it's gone.
It is.
It's gone. Your employment's gone.
And it's gone. Maybe next time.
Yeah. It was good to get back on the horse. Were the games good?
Yeah, the games were really good. We had two best of sevens. Only one of them was really a best of seven. The other one was, unfortunately, a 4-0.
They do first to four? That's a thing?
Yeah, for grand finals they do.
Damn. Lemon, how are things on your side? What's going on in your world?
Good. Had employment of my own today, so
Let's go.
Glad to be unwinding with the crew.
Mm-hmm. How was employment?
Good. Few hours, not as lengthy as leg days, but
yeah. Well, if you put day in his name, you should add that to yours and
yeah, when can we get some of these leg day rates, huh?
I don't remember if I've mentioned it on. I'm sure I've mentioned it on stream before, but like your teenager comes home. How was school? Good. What'd you do?
Good.
Stuff. What kind of stuff? Good stuff.
Math, you know.
Just school stuff. Whatever, mom. Leave me alone, mom.
Leave me alone, mom.
Crowan's power is out again, which is why we're doing this episode Sunday night, because his power is out on Wednesday, because our infrastructure is a joke and I am going to burst a blood vessel. So we're going to move on. Hopefully his power will return and he'll be able to join us. But you all know how these things work or don't work, so who knows? When last we left our heroes, only scant days after a thrilling victory on the fields of the sun-swept lands, when the students and teachers of Ioth Academy intervened to save Tamine Odenaru of the Dune Riders in a desperate battle against the mechanical forces of Diffraxis, a battle that put all of their lives on the line and tested their tolerance for fireballs. I think it's currently, like 5, 6 is like the max we want to go with.
Yeah, Lemon took a couple.
However, many are the foes of the free people of Anakra. And even with Diffraxis' army in retreat, and 2 of their most powerful designers destroyed, the unstoppable force of the Sinister Horde continues to rampage across the land. They have already desecrated and sacked the holy city of Naramu and executed the priest king of Sirocco on the very steps of his own temple. Now they rampage across the lands of Sirocco's other chosen people, the Dune Riders. And though they were able to retreat towards the mountains, there's only so far that they can run. But as the Sinister Horde and its army of Raveners descends upon the Dune Riders once again, there is a sliver of hope. For their dreaded warlord, who was never once known defeat, Igor, has been assassinated in the midst of his camp by allies in the Bethotlo dragon tribe. But the army remains incredibly powerful, unstoppable, and it remains to be seen if without Igor's leadership they can still be brought to heel. Thus, our young students and the archmages together have been concocting a powerful spell, a massive trap, to send all or as much as possible of the armies of the Sinister Horde plunging into the lands of shadow, where they will have to play Elden Ring.
I sentenced you to 10 years of Elden Ring.
When last we left off, you were in the middle of fun with math because casting the spell is going to be complicated. I present to you now the forces prepared to go with you. Sorry about that, chat. These are the wardens and battle mages who will be protecting you as you enact this powerful spell. are a number of familiar faces amongst the mages who will actually be participating in it. Untermaler, the general of Ioth Academy's armies, will be on the ground, but he may be called upon to direct powerful war magic on behalf of the Academy, while Elnau helps weave this shadow spell that you're working on. Miahethel Yelgin Na Anderud, distant cousin of Athalor, and co-conspirator, it seems, with his father and uncle, master of abjuration at the Academy. They have maintained a secret. Neither one of them knows that the other one knows about them knowing or not knowing. So they're trying to keep that going as long as possible. He is still included in this. The Dokelfar Sage herself, one of the only spellcasters powerful enough to wield 9th level magic. Master Elnau, Archmage of the Academy, Shadow and Void caster, critical to these efforts. Sig Gezik, the Arcane Botanist, not really his thing, but he's a good wizard, so they'll participate. Puavi the Transmuter, similarly a master of the arcane arts, if not a specific shadow practitioner. There's also a whole bunch of other Academy mages that I brought here because there's a lot of NPC mages at the Academy that may or may not be identified. So I think there's an Evoker, a Conjurer, an Enchanter, a Diviner. Yeah, and then a few just barely graduated mages who are all here to help. And rounding out the crew, or leading the crew, we have Garnet, Mason, Athalor, Cryas, Lerkele, Sventisco, Hennenbrook, and Tana Ralnor, the master of numerology.
Numerology.
She has a big brain and is good at this stuff. Now,
is she math good?
She math real good, which is important because I don't. I have to remind you that during this battle, when you cast the spell, unless you manipulate the magic of the spell, somebody who the lead caster has to be somewhere on the perimeter of the massive shadow portal. They have to be able to touch some point along its circumference. The reason that they're organized like this is because each of the people at the top of a column is high enough level to cast teleport and to bring with them all the people below them. They have been given various items and things that belong to the Dune Riders to allow them to teleport unerringly so that you don't get scrambled and so that nobody makes fun of Elnau for being bad at teleporting.
She's shit at it there.
Before we go any further, I would like one of you to roll effectively an initiative check for the forces of the Dune Riders. Roll 1d20 plus 1, please.
Go ahead, Lemon.
1d20 plus 1?
Yes.
I shouldn't have been the one.
Why did you do
that? you made me do it. I was going to say not it.
You're off to a flying start.
Why would you do that? Why would you let me do that to
you? Oh, what a great start.
Yep, we're ripping and roaring here. All right. I'm going to pull this up. This is in the other Roll20, the War of the Sun Roll20, but I'm going to pull it up on the stream so that you can look there and have it just be slightly delayed. This is a rough map of the battlefield. This is, each of these squares is 50 feet. This is information that you would have access to in advance, but not exactly where they're going to be positioning their troops or what the formation of the enemy forces is going to be like until they actually deploy to the battlefield. That being said, each of these is one Dune Rider unit. I believe these are herd guards, which are sword to sword, waylayers with bows, and then they're desert raiders, they're cavalry, which they're the most well known. Oh, I got to throw some pack lizards in there. I forget they get free pack lizards.
Pack lizards?
Yeah,
wow.
They ride horses and such, but they use lizards for pack animals. They do great in the desert.
Logistics lizards.
Each of these squares is 50 feet. So when you're casting this incredibly powerful spell, if you get it up to, let's do a circle. If you get up to 150 feet, go away. Oh, but it's diameter. So this would be a 200-foot diameter circle. That's enough to completely swallow one unit. And definitely do massive damage to the others just by pulling them into the Shadow Realm. But when you're casting this powerful spell, this is the scale we're talking about. Now, what preparations do you wish to make before moving to the field of battle?
Figuring out who can cast a 5th level induction field.
5th?
I think this spell is a 5th level, right?
The shadow thing?
Yeah. Anyone with 5th level
yeah,
spell
5.
slots. Anyone with 5th level spell slots can do it.
Because I can't do the induction field for this. I can only cast 4th.
Yeah, me too. Only 4th.
Okay. The Sage could lead it. She has 9th level spell slots. So she could
So you have to do all the hard rolls, right?
No. Anybody who manipulates the spell, when you go to manipulate the spell, you have to make a roll. And the more crap has been added to the spell, the harder that manipulation is.
So we have a low IQ people like me go first. And then we have Garnet, Gelgeist, etc.
But remember, any participant can use their action to support somebody else, which boosts their spellcraft. So if you're like, okay, I'm going to add more diameter, but we're up to a DC 30 or something, you can say, you 3 boost me, and they can just boost you to help you make it up to that.
And we have Mantra's Circle.
If you mouse over any of these characters, they should all have tooltips that are visible.
Oh, wow. Cryos is brainy, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a giant fucking nerd. I think he's one of the only person who has a spellcraft roll similar to Garnet's. Yeah, it's identical, actually. He's as smart as Garnet when it comes to Arcana.
Yeah, Garnet, Cryos, and the Sage are our main nerds.
So the spell number, that's what they can give you if they support you. So they can add that to your roll. Spellcraft is what they roll, is what they're rolling if they're the ones making the roll.
So, I mean, Cryos can do some manipulation and
Anybody who casts the spell and then joins their field is going to be able to participate.
Hey, look, Leah's so ass. What? How's she worse than the students?
Probably doesn't have a
stat spread.
Intelligence caster.
It's just her stat spread. Her charisma isn't 20, it's like 19 or something.
Oh,
no riz.
You bum.
18 is like huge riz. 20 is
5'11" looking ass.
Manlet.
Actual manlet.
So, once you're ready to go, each of these spellcasters will cast teleport to bring those people in. You'll need to decide where on the battlefield you're going to go as well. Because, like I said, unless you use more inductions to expand the range of the spell, the person casting it needs to be able to touch it.
Because I have my mirror clone thing too that can maybe work as a pseudo thing.
So last time the standing plan for where to position this was that we would hold at the open gates of the city. And
there's no gates. It's a huge nomad camp.
Oh, no. Fucking nomads. Okay.
It's on the War of the Sun Roll20, but I brought it up here for your convenience. And let me go ahead and add those pack lizards while we're at it.
We have information about the generalized direction of the enemy.
They'll be coming from the south.
Okay.
When the battle begins, they're going to deploy along this border down here.
So I figure probably what we do with our forces is we hold like the south of the camp. Well, let me get the old drawer boy out. Where's the measure tool? Give me that. And although we are unlikely to be the front line, I figure what we do is we're probably like trying to position it like this in front of where we are positioned, so that it can essentially evaporate whatever front line comes towards us.
You might be hiding your drawing because I don't see it.
Oh, maybe. I'm
Like here?
broadcasting to others. Oh no, I'm doing it on the Ioth Academy one. I'm just
That would do
looking
it.
at War of the Sun on
Mhm.
stream at the moment.
Then like here,
I
you
figured,
think?
yeah, I reckon so. If
Okay.
they're coming from the south, and then we have the cavalry units be sweepers around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering what we're looking at here is like a collapse the middle with Garnet's portal, and then
Mm-hmm.
cavalry are going to be super valuable in trying to take out the flanks. Because if they're infantry, they won't be able to react quickly to their front collapsing.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and use L now as the symbol for you folks, just because I think that makes the most sense. And before any of this happens, is there anything you want to bring with you before you teleport in? You tell me when you're ready to teleport in. Chat gave you a scroll of invisibility and a scroll of magic missile. Could you please divvy those up and get those in your inventories?
Nice. Lemma, would you like a scroll of invisibility?
Sure.
Since you're probably going to be the one who's touching the outside of this thing.
Is there anybody who can cast like giving us advantage on Arcana or
Eagle Splendor, I think it is.
yeah, an Eagle's Splendor? Or is it even matter if we get like the support advantage?
The support will help, but that doesn't give you advantage.
Or like a bardic
Possibility.
inspiration? Maybe there's some magical bards at the school.
bards.
1d8 would be nice. Or
I mean, we're
Fuck
looking at
ton of
only a
guidance.
second level transmutation for enhanceability to give you
Mhm.
advantage on intelligence check. Oh, it's Fox is coming.
Fox is doing what?
Fox is cunning.
Fox is
Cunning.
doing-
N is in Nancy.
Does the fox say?
Oh, the context. Ugh. All right.
Yeah.
I love
some
how
of
I have
that.
Yeah.
Why does it?
Enhanceability is a second level transmutation. It can be
Mhm.
learned by artificers, bards, clerics, druids, rangers, sorcerers, and wizards. So I'm sure in a magic school, there's plenty of enhanceability level 2s
Yeah.
around.
Main characters can have that buff applied. I will allow that.
Sweet. So what is that? Advantage or a certain...
Advantage on on one ability score, intelligence or charisma or whatever.
Okay, cool.
Pack lizards.
Yeah. Do my spellcraft checks count as charisma?
But that's why it's spellcraft instead of arcana. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll
Yeah.
take the Eagle Splendor for advantage on charisma checks.
Mhm. Okay. Lasts for 1 hour, which if this goes longer than an hour, God help us all.
God help us all.
All right. I'm going to roll for the Sinister Horde's deployment. And is there anything else that you want to have prepped? Take a healing potion each, just from the stocks.
Yep. From the great stocks.
Mm-hmm. Those are the
where's
easiest
my-
to replenish, so go ahead and take those.
I think I have
More
5
heat.
total now.
I've got a bunch.
Oh, I have 8 actually. What the
You
fuck?
have 8?
I just never use them. I always die. Or get healed by someone else.
Yeah, we have to get used on you. We got to start looting you, and we need to heal you. You know.
Fucking loot me. Like, ooh, gold.
Okay.
I will brew some more Dragon's IT. To give everyone 5 feet more speed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah.
So just to clarify, the Dune Riders basically just have cavalry. They have like one unit each that isn't cavalry or isn't. Yeah. So I'm going to start deploying them, and I would love your input on this. Effectively, just sort of having pack lizards in front to screen. Tamina is going to be with this unit right here, the one with the green circle on it, in the middle. Infantry and archers near the core, and then just sort of spread out along the side.
Yeah. Can I make a history check with advantage here for Infernal Battle Tactics? I've got advantage on those. As to, in previous battles for Sinister Horde, have they been have they often been like itching for a fight? Do they often just attack like the center rank and just try and break through there?
No, they're super smart.
They are
Like,
very smart.
Yeah. Well, Igor was a tactical genius. He's dead now.
He ain't there no more.
Anybody in this?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask if anyone can cast silence on this team, just in case there's some magical bullshit.
Right. Silence will make it so you can't cast any verbal component spells, right?
Yeah. So, like, because the demons can use magic too, right?
True. You want to take a scroll of silence with you?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a second level illusion spell, so plenty of those around. It is concentration though, but I'm pretty sure concentration is not an issue for you.
Yeah. In past, the Sinister Horde, unlike a lot of other Burning Eye, Windscour, etc., they've maintained their formation quite a bit. It's likely that
I have another math question.
Fire away. I love math questions.
In the induction field, you can boost multiple spells, right?
Correct. The way it works is when somebody casts a spell or is casting a spell, you may use your reaction to use an invocation to modify their spell.
Yes. So the question I have is, if we have an incredibly high DC on one spell, does that carry over to the other because it's in the same circle of fuckery, or does fresh spell have fresh
that
DC?
That spell is at this level of fuckery. This other spell is a completely different level of fuckery.
Oh, great.
You can also use this on enemy spells as well. So if an enemy casts a spell while in your induction field, there are invocations that let you do things like change targets.
But does the caster need to be in the invocation field or any of the spell effect?
The caster, the origin of the spell has to be inside the field. Any suggestions regarding this unit placement? Again, the Sinister Horde tends to maintain their formation. And they have that demon-bound Ravener, that monster that you almost took down, that just tore through Brontha's army. That is likely going to be front and center in this.
I can do pass without trace because it's everyone within 30 feet of me has a plus 10 on stealth. If we wanted to take some cover, perhaps.
Is that a concentration spell?
No, because fuck you, DM. The pass without trace
says fuck you, guy.
pass without trace is like silvery barbs. It's a very fuck you, DM spell.
No, it is a concentration spell. It didn't show up here because I think something's going on with Roll20 because of the new 2024 rule set. If you look up the spell in the compendium, it's concentration up to 1 minute.
I have another mechanics question.
Fire away.
In the macro strategic thing that you're looking at, are there flanking mechanics?
Yes.
Okay.
You see this teal bar right here? That's the front of the
I need to make it bigger. Okay, cool. Then I'd like to take the wider cavalry units and push them out further.
Okay.
I bet Sventisco knows pass without a trace and won't be concentrating on anything.
Probably.
She ain't doing nothing.
Oh, what's up, you know?
I mean, it's kind of exactly the thing that she'd know. You are definitely right there.
I'm pretty sure that's on her spell list. Let me double check.
And 30 feet is... I bet if we do a nice little huddle...
She doesn't have it.
Bro.
What?
She's a sorcerer. She has a really limited spell list. She took invisibility, knock, so sneaking, getting into places she's not supposed to be, and melting kiss to kill people.
Melting kiss, and Tasha's caustic brew. Sort it out, Sventisco.
She's a copper dragon sorceress. Her acid spells get buffs. There's a reason that she's loaded up with those.
Acid Queen. Oh, maybe we could do a boosted Tasha's caustic brew onto an army rank would probably fuck.
Is there like a scroll of pass without trace that's attainable?
Yeah, it's a level 2 spell. You can have one. 100%.
Hell yeah. All right, Sven, time for you to learn the shit. All right. You should have known this since first grade.
We
We
were
always
supposed to be
assumed you'd
casting
have it.
cantrips in first grade. We all ruined the bell curve on this one.
Our bad, our bad. Okay. Oh, I obviously charge up the quill.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to load it up with?
I'll just do the regular split. 10 points of it is technically still lunar magic, so it'll be like a 3-3-2-2.
Okay.
Yeah, because maybe we can just use stealth, like the pass without trace. Plus, I don't know if anyone knows any basic wind spells just to kick up some sand and make it so you have to be really close in order to see us, maybe?
Where's my illusionist? Did I bring an illusionist on this? Enchanter. What? Hallucinatory terrain, I think, is a spell.
Wow, that's a fucking name. I love that.
Isn't Puabi an illusionist? Or no, he's the
Transmuter.
artifact. Ah.
Okay, hallucinatory terrain can't hide creatures. It just changes the terrain. What about, is Mirage Arcana? Mirage Arcane still a spell? Yeah, Mirage Arcane. It's a 7th level illusion spell. Controls up to a mile. It still doesn't conceal creatures.
No, major image wouldn't work either. To be fair, we kind of want them to be coming at us.
Yeah, I just thought, like, while I don't want to be spotted from too far away.
Yeah.
So they can kind of walk into our trap and then we're within range to set it off.
I see. Yeah, I get you.
While you're cooking, I'm going to be...
Oh, chat did a whirlwind.
Okay.
That works.
That is a...
The weather is on our side.
Notice is a particularly... what's the word I'm looking for? Mercurial wind god. So that's that one could basically go either way. Not that they really like or care for Infernals.
Yeah, whose side are you on? Wind.
Question about another potential, maybe not an illusion to hide us, but a more tempting illusion. Programmed illusion is the 6th level illusion on the spell list. We could present a poorly armed unit that look like Dune Rider conscripts that look ready to break. A smart army would probably try and break that front line first and run into that.
No larger than a 30-foot cube.
Hello, small unit. Look, we're basically a 30-foot cube.
But you'll notice that most like militia units and stuff are still 50 by 100, right?
Yeah,
only
they're
hero
big boys.
units and like legendary monster units tend to be 50 by 50.
Unless someone was there with an expand cantrip. An expanded version.
Oh my god.
Could easily make it 120 by 120.
True.
We've got an induction going anyway.
All right, hold on. Let me see what an illusion is.
We don't have to have the induction field be 1 level higher.
All right, I'm looking at that. What else you got? I will not be revealing the enemy position, by the way, until the battle begins, because the Sinister Horde won initiative and they chose to deploy second.
I mean, I'm still down for stealth plus wind, and I'm sure we could do minor illusions to create any kind of noise to shield our footsteps or something.
You also have armies. You know, like how many people are in your little club here?
True.
8. I think each of these is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. So actually, yeah, I think. You guys are pretty small. If you're basically
What the hell?
attached to a unit, you could
Chilling.
have them in front of you, or you could be like inside their group. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You can use the army for cover. Maybe use the infantry for cover.
Yeah, just use our people as bait. Who needs to simulate a shitty little conscript army when you can just make our own shitty little conscript army and put like
Except those ones are alive.
yeah, well, tis is war, you know. Go fucking make a little campfire while we bomb them.
So yeah, I think you could just hide yourselves amongst the herd guard. I think that would work.
So we're all gonna be grouped up, is what you're saying? Like use the wardens as just like a front line?
Oh, the wardens are going to be protecting the spellcasters. The battle mages are going to be right behind them, but you can just insinuate yourself into the Dune Rider army. Like have an entire unit of infantry surrounding you, or all around you, almost all the way all around you. You know what I mean? Concealing.
Oh, you're saying like there's another army.
You got friend. Yeah, there's
here.
the whole friendly army. If you look at the stream, this is a unit of infantry. It's 100 feet by 100 feet. So these are all Dune Rider infantry right here.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's Dune Rider infantry, archers, and a ton of cavalry. So the Dune Riders have a lot of
thing.
Right. This is going to be a battle. Everyone's going into this knowing it's going to be a battle. Your presence on the battlefield is a surprise, is what you're trying to keep a surprise. But it's not like you're going to be in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are gonna
They
come
throw
at
fireballs though.
That was Diffraxis.
Oh.
The Sinister Horde does have ranged attacks, but that's war, baby.
Yeah, so I don't know if I really want to be amongst the fireballable groups of soldiers.
What's the range on your Miracline?
Has to be within 120 feet of me.
Okay, so we can probably be behind an entire unit if your Miracline is sort of like amongst them, touching the edge of the circle.
I can manipulate from quite far away, but I don't know. I think Christ is going to manipulate from far away, right? And I don't know who else is, but
I think that when you touch the edge of a circle with your Miracline, but you'll be back in the induction field with everyone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I can't. Okay. Yeah.
On our Roll20 thing, like if we assume that like in front of us here is like the Dune Riders, and then like the circle's like back here.
Yeah.
Like your clone would be like here with the Dune Riders, and your real self would be back here in our induction field.
Oh, okay, so the induction field's all the way back here. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. You basically
I'm not picky about the details. I'm sure the quote teachers just tell us where to stand. I'm not good at math and all that, so just tell me where to stand, what to roll, and I'm ready.
All right. They are going to go ahead and use the herd guard to help screen and protect you guys because you have an important mission here.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's armed up. You've all taken long rests, right? You're all geared up and good to go.
Okay. The luck die have been refreshed.
You can each have a D8 inspiration boost from Academy Bards, but that lasts for 10 minutes. All right.
Nice. I'm looking for a spell I thought I saw when I was looking for them earlier, but I'm being silly about it. No, it's an 8 level. That's not going to work.
And Lady Luck is on your side. Chat has played a Lady Luck card. You have a pool of 3 luck dice that must be used this session.
Oh, wunderbar.
How wide apart is this? All right, they need to be 100 feet apart. So I'm go ahead. I'm just approximating the unit that's going to be in front of you. I'm not going to be rolling dice for hundreds of people because that's the whole reason I have war rules.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to make sure that they're roughly correct in terms of overall size. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll delete every other one. No, we won't. Okay. Each of the teachers gathers together along with their wardens, students. The energy is tense as one by one, each of them invokes the spell. You can feel your stomach rush. You can feel the world drop out from beneath you. And the climate-controlled interior of the golden sphere is replaced by the blasted sands and stinging grit of the sun-swept lands. Wind howls across the battlefield. Upon your arrival, you can see nimble, dressed for the desert, swordsmen and women in ranks upon ranks in front of you, shifting. They don't fight in neat, orderly formation. There are a whole bunch of different fencers and duelists who all just charge together. The Dune Riders, their cavalry are particularly organized, but these are just fighting men and women who are ready to go. Una flies up, battered by the wind, which howls in all directions, blasting towards you in order to get a higher view of the battlefield. And the ranks of the enemy are revealed, a dust cloud in the distance. As they're marching forward, you can hear them beating their weapons together with a clang, and they're chanting something over and over and over. A single word, all of them in unison. Igor, 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 Igor. As they are marching forward, there's a horrible scream, a gurgling screech coming from one of them. The air takes on this charnel, nauseous, blood-rich odor. I need each of you to roll charisma saving throws, please.
I take it you don't have advantage on this from the Eagle Splendor.
Correct. 18.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be advantage. No. 11.
Okay. Your head is pounding, and it's filled with visions of slaughter. Blood spilled across the steppes of Naramu, scattered throughout burning villages. Death after death, victory after victory. And the rush to join the rest of them in this bloodlust, this slaughter. You're not compelled, but it's nauseating. And as they are saying this, as they're approaching onto the battlefield, the one champion that they have chosen, all of these emotions and these thoughts and this energy rushes in towards them. And in the distance, you watch as this thing is possessed, grows, its flesh burgeons around its armor, it takes weapons from others. There are now 2 demon-bound Raveners on the battlefield.
Oh, fuck me.
All right. This is going to have a lot of moving parts.
Oh boy.
So, walk me through how this is going to work. I believe you said that the sage was going to cast the induction, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Before we do this, I need to get initiative going.
But,
you two.
Oh yeah, Lurkley doesn't know the induction field, does she?
Correct.
Oh.
So, you two, go ahead and roll for initiative. I am going to be doing initiative over on the war side of things. Because 1 turn on the war scale is 1 minute. Things are going to move a little bit differently. There's going to be a lot more focus on you guys and what you're doing. The induction spell takes 5 rounds to cast at level 5.
Seconds.
Any of you who are going to join the induction field also have to cast it. You don't have to cast it at level 5. You can cast it at level 3 and then join hers.
We cast it at level 1?
No, it's a level 3 spell.
Ah, okay.
Get wrecked. And I'm going to go ahead and use an aura here to represent so that you can see how big the field is.
Mm-hmm.
The sage will be hosting it.
You've been invited to a Zoom call.
Whoa.
Ooh, chunky.
Yeah, it's definitely big enough for everybody to join. We should use a particular icon to indicate people who are connected to it. Let's use the lightning bolt.
Okay.
So,
all right,
burn the spell slot, and you have to wait for her to be done, and then you have to join yours with hers, which is going to take. I'm just going to see how much time that takes real quick. Oh, 1 action, instantaneous.
Nice.
So at 30 seconds in, everybody who's participating is linked in.
Okay.
And because Crowan's power is trying to kill him and hates him, I'm going to need y'all to manage. Untermaler is not joining it because he doesn't want to take it down because he's focusing on war magic, like I said.
Mm-hmm. Will you be able to give us access to Mantra's character sheet?
Yeah, let me do that.
So we can track those spell slots and stuff. You've got mail.
Done. You should be able to alt double click in order to open up his character sheet.
Wunderbar. Ah, yes, got it. Nice. Okay, I'm going to mark off a 3rd level.
Lerkele is going to be the one actually casting. Is Lerkele casting the Shadowgate, or are you casting the Shadowgate? Because if you're casting it, Garnet, you can't also boost it and manipulate it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to manipulate it because she sucks at it. So if she could cast it, that'd be chill.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and start casting it. The party has gained a single D8 inspiration die from the Laughing God. Fortune's
So you have
father.
2 D8 now?
You each have a bardic D8 that expires in 10 minutes of game time. And you have as a group, you have a single D8 that expires at the end of the session.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. When do you want Lerkele to start that casting? It takes 10 minutes, right?
Yep. Providing we
For the
don't fast
Shadowgate?
forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10 minutes. So,
do we have an idea, like, the arrival time? Or, like, how close the enemy are?
well,
Are they within 1 war move?
probably not. They're probably a few minutes away. But remember, this is a 10-minute casting time, and you have the ability to manipulate the casting time by using the quicken one that you took. You did take that, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't, but I think both Mantra and Garnet got it.
Right.
Yeah, I think I
So-
was supposed to get 2, but I forgot to write down which ones I studied. So I imagine we have Quicken and Expand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
think those are the 2 you grabbed. I only got Expand. Yeah, I think probably she starts ASAP, probably for the
Okay.
best.
Then once, you know what? There's no reason she can't cast a spell at all. So she'll just start casting on round 1 because as soon as the field goes up, she'll be casting in it. So that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So she is 30 seconds into casting when everything comes online and you can start messing with it. I have put War of the Sun battle map up. The enemy is currently 400 feet away from you. You will also want to try not to send any Dune Riders to the Shadow Realm if you can avoid it.
Yeah. Are we right to clued into the plan?
Yeah. There's basically a signal that will be given for them to retreat. Just get the hell out of the way.
Okay.
That's part of what Untermaler is here to do, is to help coordinate that nonsense.
Awesome. Okay. Can I just pump the first expand in then?
Yeah. Well, let me bring up the spreadsheet that I made. Because like I said, you're not having fun if you don't have spreadsheets.
Gotta get the math, baby.
My magic spreadsheet. Spell cooking. Okay. What do you do? And this is on round 6, I guess, because that's when you can join in. So on round 6, what do you do?
I would like to augment this spell with a level 3 spell slot for expanding it.
Okay. Roll a spellcraft check, please, with advantage.
Oh boy. Advantage, and there's spellcraft.
Ooh.
26.
Okay. You have pumped a level 3, and I'm handling some other stuff on the side real quick. Do you have that up? The information on that up right now, or no?
No.
Right.
I don't know if I've got the handout for all of that stuff.
That's fine. Give me one moment here.
I believe it doubles it per spell level.
It increases it by the original per spell level, I believe. So it's not like it's not exponential.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
if it started at 50, it would be like what, 60 now?
It's 15, and you've added, so it's 60 feet across.
Could be worse.
DC 18. Garnet, what are you going to do?
I guess I'm in charge of either quickened or expand, so...
And you have limited spell slots, so choose wisely.
So we already had to use a spell slot just to join?
Correct.
Oh god, okay. So yeah, I guess another spell slot. I guess I got a 4th level spell slot to add. Of, I guess, expand is probably what we need the most of.
Roll a DC 18 spellcraft check with advantage. 29 passes. The DC is now 22. And you just added, it's now 120 feet across.
Oh, I'm gonna roll mantra. I'm gonna roll mantra into initiative as well.
Thank you.
There we go. That's 3. Oh, okay, so mantra comes last anyway. Sorry, mantra. That's not an amazing initiative. It happens. It happens. Mantra is what's your +8 spellcraft? Mantra's going to add a level 3 expand as well.
Shouldn't he have rolled before me? I didn't know he was rolling to manipulate. I thought he was like helping or something.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. Well, we can also have mantra just
support.
Yeah, Cryos is a higher spellcraft.
Yeah, let's in fact have let's have mantra do a first level circle of mental blessings for the first 30 seconds of this.
Okay. That is a radius of 5 feet. So who's in it?
Since they're going to be our primary manipulators, we'll move Cryos, the Sage, and Garnet close together. Essentially all around mantra here. And just stick the 5-foot radius in the middle of them.
Okay.
I can't move Cryos, but
I got his ass.
There too.
And I'll mark off a spell slot for that.
Mihetha will hop in, Sig will hop in, Puabi will hop in. They're all high level. Sven will go, Henan will go. No, there's not really any more space. All right, that's fine. Okay. That was round 6. Round 7. Henan is going to support Athalor.
Oh boy.
You get +5.
So Mason supported who? Or did he just do this?
Mason cast a circle of mental blessings.
Which gives everyone support in this case.
So it's just okay. It's still like a normal one action type of round.
Correct. Yeah. Basically, once we hit round 10 and we're on round 7 right now, the battlefield shifts.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So Henan will support Athalor. Tana Ralnor will support Garnet. So that's +5 to each of you. Huabi will support Garnet. So that's +10. Mia Hethel will support Athalor. So you get +10.
Okay. And that's okay. +15 with the Circle of Mental Blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it back round to me?
And this mage right here is going to use Channel, meaning you can spend his spell slots.
Oh, wunderbar.
Oh. Need him around more.
Does he have?
Little pocket mage over here.
1 level 6, 2 level 5. What's your max? 4, right?
Yeah, max 4.
He has 3 level 4 spell slots.
Okay, I'll use one of his level 4s. I'll use one of his level 4s. My only invocation is expand right now, so
okay. That is going to be a DC 22 spellcraft check.
Okay, I don't think it's possible for me to fail this. Let's have a look.
Plus 10, right?
Plus 15 to assist and the Circle of Mental Blessings. 35.
Okay. The DC is now 26, and you just added, it's now 180 feet across, meaning it's almost 4 squares wide on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Garnet, what would you like to do?
Deep.
Am I expanding or am I quickening? Has anyone done a quickened yet?
No quickening has been done yet.
How many more modifications are we getting?
You can keep going until the spell explodes. The more you do, the higher the difficulty gets. That's the only limit. When the spell finishes casting, or when you can't modify it anymore at all. And all these other mages are here to support you.
So we have it at 120 feet.
180 feet across.
180 feet? Jesus.
Which on the battlefield is almost 4 squares across.
Is that like a good size?
That would take out like 1 or 2 units.
Out of how many?
They have 7 on the battlefield.
A couple.
Doing all of this for 1 unit.
You can keep going. You can keep going.
If it gets bigger, we can get more.
Their whole army right now is 350 feet across. That's the whole army. And again, they can just keep giving you support to let you make those really high difficulty checks.
Can I slurp one of these guys' spell slots then?
Yeah.
For this?
Go ahead. That's what they're there for.
Like a level 4? Like, does he have a level 4?
Yep.
Okay.
You need to make a DC 26 check, and I believe you have plus 15 to this.
Oh, with still advantage?
Yeah. Like, the others are just pumping, they're just like supporting. Okay.
That's going to be a 46, boss.
That passes. The Shadow Gateway is now 240 feet across when it completes. What does Mason do this round?
Mason is going to add an assist to me because I've got a lower spellcraft.
Okay. Round 8. Let's just have you guys go last every time, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this mage is going to continue to put his spell slots on tap. And how many does this mage have? This mage will also put their spell slots on tap. And then I'm just going to line them up into support columns. Basically, are they supporting Athalor or are they supporting Garnet?
You, I guess. Oh, is that a question?
We shouldn't have Christ to support. Christ has got one of our best individual modifiers.
True, and he actually has studied this shit, so he can actually do some of it.
Yeah.
Elno also has a good modifier. Sig is not that great. Sig can go in the back. He has other characteristics. Okay, you will be receiving plus 20. No, not quite. 5, 9, 14, 17, 21. Garnet, you will be receiving plus 21. And
a little bit.
Athalor, you'll be receiving 5, 8, 11, 15, 18. Let's swap those. Athalor, you'll be getting plus 21. Garnet, you'll be getting plus 18 on this. The current DC is 30. And you have 2 spellcasters ready to sacrifice their spell slots.
Nice. Should we have Garnet pivot to quicken now? Because I can't do any quickening.
Sure.
But I can push expand. Okay, I siphon another one. Actually, no, Garnet has less spell slots than me. I'm going to siphon level 3 from this guy.
Okay.
For expand.
How many level 4s does he have?
1 left.
Yeah, 1 left. You can have that. Here's a spellcraft with that's from Mantra, but we've got the same. Oh wait, that isn't from Mantra. I appear to have swapped around our sheet somehow. Did it pass? I can't see.
Yeah,
Sorry,
27 looks good.
Okay, plus however much, 21.
You were getting 21. A 48 passes. You have boosted it. The DC is now 33, and that adds 45. So it's now 285 feet across.
Fun. Should I roll now for Quicken?
You know what? Puabi and Cryas. Yeah, go ahead and do a Quicken.
Oh. So plus 18 is
so that's
32. What was the DC again?
33. What does the Circle of Mental Blessings do? Can you only burn it once?
Great question. Let me open up the mantra sheet.
This is reaction to reroll the save.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a save or just a check?
It's a save or ability check. But
you have both luck dice and you've got 2 inspiration dice if you want to.
You should use those because this is
I can just do the die. Yeah,
okay.
I'll just do the die. I'm only off by 1, I think.
All right.
Right? I was only off by 1.
Yeah, you're only off by 1.
There we go, guys. I did my part.
Equals 592 divided by 2.
Didn't blow it up.
This divided by 10. Okay. The casting time has now been reduced to 29 more rounds.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Cryas.
Do we have to declare that we're taking the Circle of Mental Blessings? Because I think I've cleared all of my checks by more than +5.
Yes, you have to declare. Well, actually, it's not going to work because you use your reaction to modify the spell, and using the Circle of Mental Blessings is a reaction, so they don't actually stack.
It says that.
Oh, yeah. That second thing. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. You need to declare when you're burning it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. The Sage is going to use distance. And let's see, how much distance do we need?
A little bit.
400 feet.
Well, we don't necessarily need to send it all the way over there because they are also moving towards us.
Right, but the further you get it away, you know what? She's going to hold off on that.
Yeah, kind of move it just before it.
Yeah. And that way, since she knows that one, do you know distance?
No. All I've got is height and lessen and expand.
Because she knows that one, save it so everyone can focus on her because the DC is just going to get really high and you're going to need that help.
Yep.
It is now round 9.
Mm-hmm.
You still have 21 support and 18 support. You can get more. Yeah, let's go ahead and bump you up to 26 Athalor and 23 Garnet because these checks are getting harder.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Can we actually swap mine over to Mason?
Okay.
I think Do you think we're wide enough? What will be 270?
285.
And their entire army's width is about 350, right?
Right.
Wait, why
And remember,
Mason?
this is
I didn't-
diameter, not radius.
Ah, yeah.
So
Okay.
you need 350 feet to get the whole army.
Hmm. So we need to get the whole army, though. We kind of just want to outnumber some of the guys who are left.
I wouldn't mind getting the whole army. I'll roll another check.
Yeah. Here's my problem, though. If we get the whole army, they're not dead in the Shadow Realm.
Well,
They've
it's
just got
no
the-
longer our problem, you know, type of thing.
I guess so.
I'm sure Lurkalay could just pop over there and finish the job, right? Like,
I don't know if she can sell them in the Shadow Realm.
She's not about soloing. She's about calling in favors and, you know, using her.
yeah, she got friends in high places or
True.
shadow places, maybe.
Mhm.
Okay, I will roll a level 3 quicken into this from this guy's spell slots again. Not
Okay.
quicken, expand.
Okay. The DC is 33.
Okay.
You still have your 1d8. We have so many luck die. We have 1d8s. We got Jesus on our side.
Yeah, we
Let's
got
get
we
it.
got everything we need, baby.
It's not horrible.
Oh wait, I've got advantage. Pardon me.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's,
well,
you know, worse.
What's my support?
5, 8, 11, 15, 18, 23.
Okay, so that clears
38.
DC, right? Yeah, 38 in total.
The DC is
Slay.
now 36, and you add 45, taking the size of this up to 330 feet across.
Okay.
And this is round 9. Garnet, what do you want to do to this thing?
So we're gonna. Do we need a quickened, or I kind of want to keep expanding, but I don't know the time math of.
In 2
When-
rounds, the armies will move because a minute will
Yeah.
have passed.
We kind of need the quicken from you because only you and Mantra know it.
So right now, it's going to go off in 3 rounds of battle. So again, big scale battle, not little scale, what you're doing. 29 rounds of your time, 3 rounds of wartime.
So
right
a
now they're
quicken
packed
reduces
together.
it.
Yeah, Quicken reduces it. It halves it once for every level of the spell that you use.
We're out of 4th level slot givers, huh?
Nope.
There's 1 4th level
This
left.
person's also, yeah, there's 1 4th level that hasn't been. No, you tapped it last round, right? Yeah, because you tapped a 3rd and you tapped a 4th. So he's out of those. But there is another person channeling into this. This mage right here is channeling into this.
And there's another 5th from this guy. I don't know if you can use the 5th if you don't have 5th level.
If you can't cast it, no, you can't.
Fair enough.
So yeah, this mage has 3 level 3s left. There's 3 level 4s left that you can take.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take one of his. I'll feed one of my level 4 slots because
Mhm.
yeah, I'll do one of my 4th and I'll just be down to 1 spell slot and sim for the book during
Okay.
battle. All right. I guess we'll do a quick end.
Okay. And at level 4, this is a DC 36 check.
And I have a plus 23, you said?
Let's see,
20.
hold on. 10, 15, 19, 22, 26. You have plus 26 right now. That clears.
It's 47.
That leaves 1 minute and 15 seconds if
Mhm.
it was a time of 10 minutes.
Yep.
I can always hit it again. Just with level 3s. I feel like I could pass these checks with enough help.
Yeah,
We got luck. We haven't touched any of our luck yet either, so.
Yeah, and like soon I'm gonna change my strat to supporting you, and like you're gonna get all of my supporting guys. Like we're far from being tapped on the support.
Okay. This mage is going to swap with this mage, joining the support line. You now have fresh spell slots to play with. It is round 10. After this round, the armies move and it's action figures time, basically.
Say fresh spell slots like 4th or still 3rd?
4th level spell slots. Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
So on the left has all 3 level 4 spell slots, and you haven't tapped any of the others level 4. So you have 6 level 4 spell slots between the 2 of them.
Oh, lovely.
Round 10.
I'm going to roll. We rolling for quickened again, or do we have this thing big
You're
enough?
330 feet across. You could use a little bit more size. Basically,
okay. I'll roll an expanding because I don't have a quicken.
You could do a level 2 expand, and that'd be enough.
Sure.
This will be a
Use
DC.
one of this guy's spell slots. At least he's probably got a shit ton of 3s.
Yeah, I'll do a 3rd level from this guy. I'll tap
this
him.
is the DC 40.
DC 40, baby. Here's a
You
spell
got
drop.
this.
Okay, 17. That should do. Yeah, I've got more than enough support for a DC 40.
11. You need 23, right?
Yep.
11, 17, 20, 25. Yep, you clear that. It is now 360 feet across, and the DC is 42. Burn it.
Should I roll? Oh,
do you want to slap it with another quicken?
Yeah, we'll slurp one of the guys' 4th spell slot.
This is a DC level 42. This is a DC 42 check.
I've been the ones almost failing. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, damn, Daniel.
That clears. That clears. The spell will go off in 7 rounds.
Oh, boy. Is it now army time?
Yes. Before we do that, I need to ask you, are the 2 of you planning on doing any further alterations to the spell?
We could?
After a round of army combat, yes. If you can keep making those checks.
I'm going to split my supporters between Garnet and the Sage. Because I've only got the expand invocation, and the DC is getting high.
Okay. Garnet, is there anything else you're planning to do? After 1 round of army combat, the spell's going off. The Sage is going to use Extend to push the circle out so you don't have to be touching it. And if you're done, she wants everybody's support.
Oh, all right. If she needs support, I'm down.
Okay, and so you don't want to do anything else to it? Okay.
I think I'm good, yeah.
The battle is joined. Well aware of what is about to happen, the Dune Riders fortify their positions. They do not attack yet. They're just all going to guard. The Waylayers take their bows, arc them high into the air, and prepare to fire as soon as the enemy draws within distance. Under the orders of their handlers, the pack lizards make weird noises and sort of paw at the desert sand. The herd guard you're with form a defensive perimeter around you. Let's see. Okay, not quite in range. Darn. The Raveners charge forward. Actually, no, they move forward while guarding.
Oh boy.
No, they'll attack. Might as well take the first shot.
Initiative is valuable.
Mm-hmm. On the right-hand side, these Raveners suddenly start moving with incredible speed, supernatural, obviously magical speed, just flying towards the line of pack lizards and charging in. And because they were defending, the lines just sort of crash together with a tremendous roar. I have 2 iterations of you. That's not normal. Oh well.
Might be a miracle line.
That does tend to happen. The lines clash. The Dune Riders hold. And then the Demon Bound. They tear in like a whirlwind of destruction. But the line holds. They move in on the flank of the pack lizards who have been set out in front as a bulwark. And tear them to shreds. There's a massive slaughter on the side. This unit has taken 3/4 of its health and is close to breaking. Armed with foul projectiles, this group right here opens fire. Leaning forward and striking. The pack lizards panic with blood across the entire battlefield. And I forgot to give these guys their shot. Okay. That was 1 round of warfare. Here's the dilemma. Where do you want to drop this thing? It's 360 feet, so it's 180 feet radius.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn on Linger. I'm going to have to do this a little bit weird because the math doesn't quite line up. All right. So we do... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put a template down.
Okay. Ooh.
The Sage calls for everybody's support because she only needs to put it out. Let's see. That's 300 feet. That's going to get some pack lizards, I think. No snapping, circle, linger. I think like right there is the best we're going to get. If you're looking at stream, do you agree?
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So in order to do that, leave yours there, please. The Sage needs to get 300 feet of distance.
Okay. That would be an entire unit of Demon-Bound Raveners, all of their ranged in like half to 60% of both these flanks and like 80% of the frontline guys.
Distance. Okay. First, she's going to burn a lethal small spell slot, and it's a DC 42, which is 100% doable. I don't think it's possible to fail this. To expand the rate on round 11, to expand the range from touch to 30 feet out of 300.
Mm-hmm.
Then she's going to burn a level 5 spell slot to get an additional 150. That would get it up to 150 feet.
Support.
Yeah, I
Damn
honestly,
guys.
I don't think she can fuck this up. If everybody is supporting her, I don't think it's possible for her to fail this.
Plus, she can still cash in her Circle of Mental Blessings.
Yes. Okay. As Lerkele continues to focus on the spell, you have 7 rounds to do this. On the 7th round, I would like each of you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy. I assume that Mantra also got his own D8 inspiration die.
Mm-hmm. Garnet, this feels completely familiar to you.
I'm gonna use my luck die here.
Mm-hmm.
That was not
either roll 2 or 20. There is like no fucking in between.
There's no in between.
Nice.
Okay, 19. Let me bring up Mantra. One moment. Shift double click. Yeah, there we go. Core, Constitution. That's not supposed to be advantage either. Let's use one of Mantra's luck die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Monkey,
Okay.
monkey do. Like same 19.
Yeah.
The light of the desert sun, already scattered by the howling winds surrounding you, suddenly dims. The heat of the desert is undercut by a terrible cold chill. An enormous, one of possibly the largest portal connecting the real world to the world of shadow ripples out like a pool of ink being poured down on the desert, spreading outwards. And as it does, the carefully marching lines of the Sinister Horde simply sink in, vanishing beneath it into nothingness. Into the other side, hundreds and thousands, people who have rampaged on this campaign all the way from Naramu here to the very foothills of Ioth Academy. An army is swallowed by the darkness. And as soon as that's done, Lerkele stops concentrating on it. And it just rolls back in on itself. And the sand where that portal was moments ago is left more pale, more dull, more colorless. There's a shocking, almost silence on the battlefield, rather than anything else. However, even with their forces in disarray, this demon-bound Ravener right here, the new one, is still loose, leaving you with a choice. Do you want to let the armies of the Dune Riders handle it on the battlefield? Or do you want to go hunting for it?
How close is it to our induction field?
About 100 feet away. So it'd probably fit on the battlefield, I think. Let's see.
It's very doable for us to
cook up some more nonsense.
Oh, why not?
All right. Switching back over here, let's just see if it'll fit in here. All right. Here's your field.
Mm-hmm.
And here's... Okay. Yeah. You want to take the fight?
Why is there a dragon on top of us? What is this?
That's
Oh
for
my
Demon Bound
God.
Ravener.
Yeah,
Scared
I'm
me.
using different art that looks less just like a big Balor demon and more like a mutated blade monster, which is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Let's go to
down
break.
Fight it.
And when we come back, what was that, Garnet?
Oh, I was down to fight it. Yeah.
Then when we come back from break, we'll go after it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
God,
Clear to break.
Small girls, just checking.
No, grown men can lift the sword, Garnet.
Well,
Would you like
I
to
could
try?
eat a soul. I could eat a soul like a snack.
But I'm more thinking practical terms about swinging this fucking massive sword.
Well, what if
And
it turns him
honestly,
evil?
I'm sorry, but
Evil
your
Chad?
arms are small and noodly.
Excuse.
Matra, my arms are not noodly.
Matra comes walking
Minus
back
2 strength.
from the meeting. He's like, what did I just walk in on?
Oh, Matra isn't here. Oh, but then-
infernal sword.
Yeah, you open the door. The sword is just like covered with evil runes on the floor on a plate, and you just see Garnet going,
My arms are noodly, right?
Do you
Right,
think you could lift that, Zweihander?
Yeah, you try it.
Your arms aren't noodly, but that thing is pretty big.
And evil.
And apparently evil. What is that?
The last thing that guy said before I ate him was James. I swear to God, I don't know what's going on.
"Ooh."
Thank you, Lux Lately. Wonderful. Oh, fuck me running.
Ariana will go back and say, Sig, is Nightshade gonna kill Garnet in this situation?
I've never seen this in my life.
That's not a no.
I don't know.
That's also not a yes.
I don't know what to say.
That's not helpful.
We're dealing with magic we've never experienced before, Ariana.
Oh God, Ariana's gonna try to absorb elements.
Okay, what element are you absorbing?
Dark.
Is that on the list of elements you can absorb with the spell?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That I would be among a band of misfits. Unfortunately, I missed that train, but I'm here now. On an adventure. My abilities include licking my butt and stretching. That's all.
You will come in most handy.
I don't need hands to do that.
You want some Zaza?
What's a Zaza?
Here. What the fuck is that?
Don't worry about that. Oh no, actually, I you can worry about that now. I mentioned it. That's the nigh invulnerable kraken that shipwrecked you on this island.
What?
Yeah, but he's fine now. He's just minding his own business, chilling,
okay,
going around in the ring.
Okay. He's friendly, right?
I'll get back to you on that one, Haruka.
Wait! Don't switch
Pronto
that's so
looks out after the fleeing scientist. Abby, go. And then he'd go over. He's gonna touch the back of the doctor's head with his symbiote hand, and then his hand is gonna transform into the doctor's hand, and he's gonna put it on the orb.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
What does that do?
Something that gnomes didn't expect.
That's a great question.
I think I like panned up my map and I saw that Bronx Kirby was just engulfed in that.
Python rolls and up and on fire!
I think you'll
And now you're alone, just like me.
Get voided, moron.
Oh, excellent drawing.
Can anyone read these runes?
I don't speak primordial.
Because
Really?
okay, I mean this in the best way possible, Garnet,
So he
but you have
does like me.
very socially intimidating energy.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's a good thing. You get stuff done, clearly. It just is what it is.
So I need to be more useless so that a man can want to feel like they can help me and not be intimidated.
Now this
I
is
need to-
college.
I don't think that's quite what I was getting at there.
All right, so your armor's broken, you're
Awesome.
exerted, you're in the middle of a pile of enemies. It is now your side's turn. How would everybody like to act? Mr. Sir Thomas automatically moves over to zone 8.
I need to keep taming, or I'm
I'd
gonna
like to
die.
use my turn to give an encourage advantage to Lemon with some inspiring bardic words.
All right, I don't think that is how this works, but it's a time-honored
Bardic
tradition, so
inspiration.
yes, bardic
What else can a
inspiration.
fucking bard do?
Always bardic inspiration. It's always valid.
Alright.
Do
You
your
have a
farm.
bow!
Tamer, you've got this. These wolves you'll dismiss. With treats and some kibble, you'll leave them remiss.
What?
You're gonna do great!
Care for the capybara.
I walk over to him.
Okay.
And I'm tired of watching this. And I slice his throat. You die with honor. And I keep sawing for a little bit, just so I get the head out. And I hold the head up above.
Blood everywhere.
For you! For you!
If I was hungry,
Yeah.
and I kind of feel like I am hungry. And I kind of feel like each of you would fit in my mouth, so I'm probably just gonna eat you. That just seems.
I mean, no. I mean, like, what else do you want to eat besides me? That's it. I'm gonna blast them. Oh, for fuck's sake!
And I'm gonna start with Miss Doubtfire over here.
Roll for initiative, please.
Son of a bitch! There is no way I can.
I just remembered. This is the wrong deck of cards.
That's a great excuse.
I left the correct one just outside.
As persuasive and convincing as that sounds, I'm gonna have you roll a deception check.
Okay. 32.
Oh. Someone had picked him up and you were carrying him back. And you were going to figure out what to do with the pants. Either try and break him out of the pants or turn them back to normal.
Welcome back to Book of Dawn, Ioth Academy. Moments ago, the combined forces of the Academy used Elven high magic to conduct a massive ritual opening an enormous portal to the plane of shadow and dragging most of the Sinister Horde's army to the other side. Now, they are still left with enemies to fight, the lingering remains, including a powerful monstrosity, a demon-bound Ravener that roars with Tilibekian rage and thirsts for the blood of their allies, and they've decided to stick around to kick its ass.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm going to roll for this thing's initiative.
Oh boy.
And obviously, I'm not going to be individually rolling all these guys.
Yeah, we just have Ioth Academy initiative, I suppose.
Exactly.
Dune Rider initiative.
Mm-hmm. Garnet, what was your... Never mind. There are two of you here for some reason. You know what? Can I just get fresh rolls? There's a bunch of crap in the initiative counter.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
We'll count this as a new sub-combat.
You know what? Fuck yeah.
We take those.
That was better
One
than
moment, let me
last.
roll in mantra. Normal initiative. A 9 for mantra.
All right.
So this is normal combat, right?
Somewhat.
Ish.
Yeah, like I'm going to be using the war rules to deal with all the like massive army of people in front of you, so I don't have to play action figures for the next 7 hours.
7 hours, that's an optimistic.
All right. With a triumphant cry watching their enemies vanish before them, Tamina orders her riders forward. They charge into battle, and it immediately retaliates in rage. Checking. Yep. They start cutting into it. Garnet, it is your turn. I'm going to have you go before monsters. What would you like to do?
So we're just fighting this one guy.
Mm-hmm. There are other people on the battlefield, but this is the big monster you guys put that dome over and used the sphere on and tried to kill last time, and then the worms helped it escape.
Do we know where the second one of these guys is?
Yeah, in the plane of shadow.
Oh, okay.
Do we know any? Can I do a magical creature, or did I roll this last time? Would I remember?
You did this
any
last
weaknesses?
time, I believe.
Resistances, vulnerabilities, stuff like
The
that.
demon-bound Ravener is immune to all poison, and is resistant to cold, fire, lightning, and non-magical attacks. Also, because it is possessed by a demon of Tillabek, any attempt to contact its mind will hurt you, because you'll be exposed to Tillabek's power.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'll just hit it with something cute then, I guess. Like, you said it's not immune to necrotic or anything, right?
Correct.
So I'll hit it with a life drain from the book. So I'll use my free cast on that. And boom. Oh, level, yeah. Oh, I have some good rolls on that.
What level spell is that?
Level 7. Or level 6, sorry.
Level 6?
From the book.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no, what was that?
That's me trying to see the spell description.
Oh, here it is.
The demon-bound Ravener does have magic resistance.
Can I use my reaction in the thing to augment Lemon's spell?
With what?
With lessen or heighten to give disadvantage on a save.
Yes, you can. It's a DC 16 spellcraft check, and you need to burn whatever the appropriate spell slot level is.
Oh, actually, I guess I can't do this if it's level 6.
Yeah. Well, why not?
I don't know how the height and lesson works. When
Yeah,
you burn
it's a level 5.
To...
You're right. It's a level 5 induction field. You can't boost that spell. That's correct.
But also, if I was going to be able to boost it, would I have to burn level 6 to boost the level 6?
What
using height and lesson?
Heighten?
Or do I need to burn a level 1 spell slot because I'm only doing one tier of augmentation?
You spend one spell slot. That's all it says.
Oh,
it affects
okay,
a
cool.
number of targets equal to the level of the spell slot affected. So you only want to affect one target, you spend a level 1 spell slot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can't augment it because level 5 induction. Fair enough. Go ahead and drain that life.
Okay.
Draining.
Stand by. Draining. It is magic resistant, so it gets advantage on this Constitution saving throw. and a critical success. Okay.
I guess half damage.
It takes half damage that you siphon towards you. That's 42, so it takes 21. And you can restore half of that. So 10 points of damage to anyone who's taken anything. None of you nearby have taken anything.
Okay, we're good then.
Okay. The demon-bound Ravener retaliates, tearing into the Dune Riders in front of it. And rolling like ass.
Not when I tried to hurt it.
They are emboldened by the fact that the army that was about to drive them out of their homes and slaughter their people is basically gone. Their morale is extremely high at the moment. Even though it's resistant to non-magical weapons, that doesn't mean it's immune to non-magical weapons. And the soldiers that you're with, they all pull out bows and just start unloading on them. There's a hail of arrows raining down. Not enough to have an immediate mechanical effect. Athalor, it's your turn.
Oh boy. I'll quickly check some distance. Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't check range. Should
I'm-
we move our characters, or are we simulating distance?
No, this is real distance now. So go ahead and move them however you please.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I move within our circle, and Athel looks back to Gelgeist. Gelgeist, level 3 extend, please. Pulls out scroll, and I'm going to attempt to cast Ego Whip on the demon-bound Ravener.
Okay. It's a level 3 spell, right?
4th level enchantment.
And you wanted a... Okay. She will burn a level 3 spell slot to give you that boost. There's very little chance that she fucks this up. It's a DC 14 check.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, she does
Oh,
okay
yeah.
on that. This guy needs to roll an intelligence saving throw against
He is
DC
magic
18.
resistant, but as you can imagine, that is not going to particularly help. Intelligence save. 17.
Doesn't make it. Your ego has been whipped.
Okay.
Athalor, this scroll just burns to cinders, and from what it was, there's a small spell matrix. Some threads flick out of it and wrap around this creature's sort of like temples, squeezing its head a little bit, and then they dissipate into a dark mist as this creature is filled with despair, clouding its mob violence mentality.
Wrong infernal. Does that deal any damage?
No, it's a fuck you effect.
It's a pure debuff. Got it. All right. Demon-bound Ravener will use a legendary action.
Oh, baby. A legendary action gamer. Which one?
Accusation. It spews blasphemy and nonsense.
Oh.
Most of the Dune Riders are not affected. Some of them are, as the voice of Tilbeck fills their minds, they start screaming and swinging wildly, but enough of them hold the line that it doesn't, they're good for the time being. Mason, what will you do?
Oh, Mason. Oh. Any ideas what we want Mason to do?
I don't have a sheet up. It's
It's
all you. He's got a bow, a bright bow, right?
Yeah, what's the range on this bright bow? It's only 30 meters. I
What?
mean,
Really?
there's a lot of safety here. How fucking...
Do it. Do it. No, do it. You're in a high magic induction.
Oh, Chaos Bolt is also, yeah.
Yeah, Chaos
what is the bright
120
bow?
feet.
What is the bright bow's range? 30, you said?
30 meters.
Yeah, do it. They'll just boost your range.
Yeah, why not? Burns a bonus action here to make the bright bow rune happen. That's going to be a level 2 spell slot.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and increase the range out to plenty. As somebody in the field just...
Nice. And then Mason makes a spell attack?
You know what? We're also going to... There's one that like just buffs it. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, it's for like intensify or whatever. I forget.
Mm-hmm. Amplify.
This is the attempt. This is a 28 on the bright bow ring.
Okay. We're gonna upcast that.
Oh.
To level 5. So go ahead and add 3 more d8. As somebody just more power.
Okay. Unfortunately, not amazing rolls, but overall it's what?
14 damage.
Yeah, and I think that's only a bonus action, so I think that Mantra can also cast a firebolt this turn. Oh, sorry, we're both on the the sheet. My bad.
It's resistant.
Oh, I didn't
to
know it
firebolt.
affects each other.
Yeah, it
I thought
does
this thing was
actually.
bugging. Sorry, go ahead.
It is resistant to firebolt. Got anything else?
That's okay. Like, it's just the only damaging cantrip that Mantra has.
All right.
Okay, you can
It
go
should be
back
on
to
the
poking
attacks.
around.
It should be on the list of attacks. So you can hit it.
Oh yes. There we are. Mantra sends out. Oh, that's 20 firebolt.
Let's roll in the table of fun. Do you have the PC crit table in front of you?
No, I actually don't have the.
Wait, what
I don't
about
have
this?
the little shortcut thing.
Spells you cast ignore resistances to the damage of the chosen type.
Okay. Okay.
You can treat anyone on the. Oh, okay.
Okay. Maximum damage. So
okay.
He deals 20 points of fire damage, and he can
40
immediately
points of fire damage.
No, because the crit doesn't double his damage. It lets him.
Oh,
it does max
gotcha.
damage, and he can immediately do it again.
Okay.
Oh, double hit. Double hit.
Okay, so 20 points of unresisted fire damage, and then
Miss.
a 10.
Okay. I need perception checks from both of you, please.
I'll roll one for Mantra as well, I guess. Mantras. There's Athalors. At 20.
Okay. The surviving ravening pillagers, who 60% of them got sent into the banished to the Shadow Realm, they are charging in right now. They're going to, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and deploy them to the battlefield right now.
Yeah. You know what? Bring it on.
They don't get a turn this round. They just arrive.
Are they going to go on a separate initiative, or are they going on demons?
No,
initiative?
they get their own initiative.
Do you want to run Mantras next turn, Lemon?
Yeah, work together. I don't know what this guy does.
Two-headed.
We can put both our heads together.
Okay. Garnet, you're gonna get the first turn. Go ahead and take it while I autopilot some stuff.
Okay. Oh shit. These guys are this far, like actually this far away,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. We're in real space now.
90. Okay, I can't get close yet.
You can have your range boosted by somebody if you want.
By how much?
How much do you
lot.
need?
70 feet?
What's the range on the spell normally?
90.
90? Oh, I
Yeah.
think that's like a level 2 spell slot. I'm just gonna
that's
verify
it.
real quick.
Should be easily doable for Gel guys.
Expand. Enhance.
15
Distance.
feet.
Yeah, that's a level 1 spell slot. Go for it.
Oh hell yeah. So if I could cast it, let's say Yeah, sure. Just here. So if I could get 80 feet.
And is that
or
life
some-
drain? Are you doing another life drain?
Yeah.
Okay. How much more area of effect do you want?
Well, how much could I get? I'll
You
press
guys
the
just
spell
did
again.
a 360-foot thing. Athalor can probably boost your spell, right?
I can double it for a single spell slot.
Double it,
Yeah.
give it to the next person. So it'd be 30 feet from a point.
Yeah, so you would go to, if it was 15 before, it'll be 30 now. That's everybody.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell
All right.
yeah. You know
go
what?
and roll
Hell yeah.
spellcraft check and burn the appropriate level spell slot.
Yeah. A level 1 spell slot to be burned here.
Mm-hmm. And what level spell is this? Is life drain? It's a level 6. Oh, we covered this. You can't boost the life drain. It's too high level.
Oh yeah, fucking induction field is in level
Wait.
5.
Anyone else can?
Hold on. The sage will use a level... No. Mia Hethel will use a level 6 spell slot to boost the field to level 6.
Oh. Thanks, Mia Hethel. You
Thanks,
traitor.
trader. I mean, yeah. Thanks, trader. I mean, yeah.
Go nuts.
Okay, let me make the spellcraft check for the. I'll do mine first for the for the expand events. Gelgeist can do one for the range because she's got a better modifier than I do. That's a 15.
That does not
but
clear it.
I will cash in my Circle of Mental Blessings for a +5.
Ding! That clears it. And you used a what level spell slot?
1.
Okay.
To double the size.
So it's a spell. It's a DC 17. Gelgeist will cash in her Circle of Mental Blessings. And then she looks at one of the mages and just says, you're boosting me. You're supporting me for the rest of this battle.
You.
Just
Come
buff
be
me.
my footrest.
Exactly. All right. So that is going to be a dark swirling cloud of void energy that erupts across the entire unit and deals how much damage?
What, 50?
43. Oh, that's a lot of 6s.
Hold on. The DC 18 now, right?
No, DC 16.
16?
No, that's the save, but the now has several of the mages boost her, and she juices your spell. Go ahead and add. Let's see. Go ahead and add 2d6 more damage to that.
You know what? Hell yeah. Oh my god, hell yeah. So 60.
Oh, girls will look at this
damage.
damage roll and go, hell yeah.
The Dune Riders have taken some hits. Do you want to just go ahead and like pour
Yeah,
all
I'll
that
top
power
them
into
up.
them? Sweet.
Mhm.
Imagine how Pevom's mum's looking behind us like, what the fuck?
There's like dark magic just.
Should have put a ring on it.
Are we the goodies?
Okay. The demon-bound Ravener is going to continue to attempt to tear into the suddenly rejuvenated Dune Riders.
That's rough,
Uh,
boss.
The dude's looking bloody at least from...
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
And he's got disadvantage on everything.
That's true. I forgot.
Oh, from the whiplash?
He gets
Yeah.
a new intelligence save, right?
At the end of his turn.
Joy of joys. At least I have advantage on this. What's the DC on this? Natural
18.
twin.
But
18.
But you don't have disadvantage. You don't have advantage on this because you have disadvantage on all your saves.
So I rolled a 10.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a shame, actually. That's quite a shame.
All right. The herd guard are going to rain arrows down on the survivors. Just melt them, I guess. Jesus Christ. Athalor, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh boy, what do I want to do? I've got my concentration on the ego.
Oh my god.
boy, oh boy.
Wow, he does
Nice.
dick all damage. What the fuck?
Whew.
Yeah, but all of them fired, and I was using that to abstract it. So the life drain bursts through them. Those who failed their save, like their bodies shrivel as it gets pulled out of them, and they fall to the ground. The rest, like their flesh is all withered and flaking off, and then a hail of arrows comes down and just finishes it.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. I might just hit a Tell the Dead on the old demon-bound Ravener. Wisdom save with disadvantage was, I guess, straight.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move up into range of this. Why not? I've got 40 feet of speed. Or
20.
I can just have someone basement. Oh, okay. Yep, you know what? That saves.
What will you have Mason do?
Now that you've used your good roll.
You know what? Speaking of which, I'm going to use my legendary action to attack.
Oh.
That's a hit.
Ouch.
Oh.
And again, because that's a whole unit, you just see it start to like cut through entire horses with just tearing in, starting to.
Considering the if you're okay with me taking this turn for mantra again, Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Considering the economy of like units, as it were, I'm gonna have mantra request a range extension and try and use Circle of Rejuvenation in the midst of these Doom Rider cavalry.
Okay. How much radius do you need?
How much radius does it usually have? A radius of 10 foot. Let's try and get a trip. Like, I guess if all of them are taking damage, like we can try and expand it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, we probably need like 30.
Okay.
As far as radius goes, just to like try and tank this guy. Because if this guy gets 2d8 healing, that doesn't really matter. Because it's only a small amount of his health pool. But each of these guys getting 2d8 healing is probably quite substantial.
Okay. Unit economy in play. Massive healing wave passes through them. Those who would have died live. Those who were grievously injured are restored. Good choice.
Go, Mason, go.
The Garnet, you go first because you go before villains.
Hell yeah. Oh, we got rid of that back end army. Okay, so just big dude left. Oh fuck. I don't have a lot of... I hate spamming the same cringe spell, but I'm literally so out of spell slots, it hurts.
Do you need some more? You're in a high magic induction field. That
I don't
shit's
know
on
what's
tap.
next, and I'm trying not to go too crazy.
People can juice you. People can give you spell slots.
I could try to restrain this guy.
He's gonna be really strong.
I'm trying to... Oh, with the strength saving throw. Yeah, that's probably not going to work out. I could maybe bestow curse, but then I'd have to concentrate on it.
Oh, no, did you get a new intelligence save for this guy, by the way?
Thank you. Flat.
And I really don't want to summon a Voidborn in case he goes rogue. And Lamau. Huge negative.
Negative intelligence. I've been there, bro.
I'll just keep doing life drain. Do we need to do checks to augment it, or? Oh no, we don't need to because it's just the one guy.
Yeah, it's just the one dude now.
And I can just get close enough for the range. I'll just step over here, so I don't need any buffs. I just go crazy. I'll heal whoever needs it.
I have a plus 14 Constitution saving throw. I have to roll a natural 1 to fail this.
That's
he takes
fine.
20 points of damage, and that 10 points flows back into the riders.
Oh, I'll also have Mason use the additional bright bow range during that because he gets it for free every turn. Never mind. Just plinks off the armor.
Slash.
Oh, he has disadvantage on this.
That's true. No slash.
Oh.
Wait. No, that still hits these guys.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
Oh,
a
fucking
plus
three.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 14.
Mm-hmm. This is why you don't want to be fighting him. This is why you want all these people in front of him.
So how do we judge like how weak our lines? Are you judging it like lane by lane? Or like how do you look at
Honestly,
each
I can have him attack individuals and I can have them just mass attack him. I think that's the easiest way to do this from now on. So he just hit this guy right here.
Just carving his way in.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not even close to denting the front line.
Mm-hmm. Because they just
Damn.
keep getting healed like over and over.
So then did he just get healed? The 10, whatever?
No, he did get healed and then he just attacked him again.
Oh,
so
fuck.
on his turn, he just attacked him again.
Cool.
All right.
New save.
He failed.
He's so dumb.
It is Athlor's turn, but also
War mages, focus fire.
go ahead and do your thing.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Athlor, take your turn while I do this.
Oh boy. Is this something I'm gonna need to react to? Oh no, it's our war mages, I think.
Thank you.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Go ahead and take your turn while I'm doing all this math.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out if there's something I want to do to try and assist this, but I don't know if I've got too much. I'm gonna ready an action to augment a spell or give my arcane help to someone in the field.
Cool. What do you want Mason to do?
Mason's gonna hit another Brightbow rune, of course. Why not? It's free. That's create bonfire, pardon me. I'm not used to this character sheet. That's a 25. I don't know if it still has the same amplification.
Yes, it does. You get an additional 2d8, or was 3d8? You get an additional 3d8. Because it's you cast it at X level, and they just juiced up the level. So that is 25,
Okay, so that's 25
radiant. Radiant damage.
Yeah, Brightbow rune strikes freaking true. Oh, 26? Oh no, it's already got the mod. It's already got the mod. From Rayalto, pardon me. What else is Mason gonna? You know what? Let's send out another firebolt because he bypasses resistance. $25.
That is a hit. The Desert Raiders attempt to cut it. Its skin is highly resistant. Garnet, it is your turn. It retaliates in anger.
It looks pretty low, doesn't it?
It rolls a natural 1.
Oh God!
I should be able to finish this. Oh,
where are your worms this time, bitch?
And zip zap.
And
wait, he's killed himself.
Wait, what?
he took himself down to 1 health with that attack by hitting himself in the face, and then you drained the rest of his life away.
That's insane. Oh, I have to roll a.
Bro hit himself in the face and it just faded away.
Oh, we love that. Roll.
Profoundly unlucky. Okay.
The rest of the army can handle cleanup. It's time for us to go.
Oh, so that was surprisingly successful. Good plan, Garnet.
Good murder, and finally, you guys actually mean it.
To be fair, only a couple of them were murders. I'm sure they'll be fine in the Shadowlands.
A couple of people look over you like,
Garnet. What? Can you tell Lurkalay to keep an eye on them in the Shadowlands?
Oh, yeah. Lurkley, what's going to happen to them in the Shadowlands? Should we be worried? As I follow her over. She got a shadow mafia that you can go put a hit out on them?
Certainly, my jewel. I'll let it be known far and wide that a great deal of juicy, living, vital, mortal morsels have just arrived and are ripe for the plucking. I'd best attend to that. Perhaps it's best not to cross over here just yet.
That might be quite a busy crossing point.
They'll be rather unhappy to see anyone. But I shall go along, and I shall cross over at a more genteel point, and let it be known to those of interest. And I'm sure this will all go away quite well. A lovely piece of work, all of you. She has like a parasol
thanks for casting.
in the sun.
Are we done, or is there?
There's more, but like the Dune Riders' army is still here. Like they still have an army. You guys don't need to do the cleanup. You took out the elite unit and most of the army. The Riders can handle the rest.
Is there a command cadre we should be looking for? Are there tents out there for whoever took the place of Igor?
I believe the replacement commander was on the front lines and is no longer here.
Do we know their name?
No.
Fair enough, so no scry. But, like you said, not here, and that's better for everyone.
There still may be questions about this act of magic, if any others have felt it.
Ooh, we could torture one of them and get the name. What?
Go ahead.
We need information, and there's some dying people out there. Go grab one of them. Ask them.
Tamina, the Academy would be very willing to lend our enchantment expertise with any prisoners you happen to capture.
Prisoners? And she rides off.
I guess Dune Riders not known for their information gathering.
Tamina is a shrewd general. She will ensure that at least a handful survive. She's just particularly enthusiastic.
You know, be too. They've been running from this horde for upwards of half a year.
The balance of power has shifted across all these lands. Others will hear of this. I don't think the Academy has ever acted this openly or in such a large way before.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get our name out there.
It's certainly
We're the best freaking magical school in the world. About time we did some. Hell yeah.
You can just Ventisco in the background fucking coming in for a high five with Garnet.
Untermuller sort of like eyes you, and Elnar just slides in like,
yeah. Come on, my Mr. War Mage. Come on. We did good.
Garnet, roll a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck yeah. Come on, Mr. War Mage. We did the war. You can tell yeah. See, now we got real life experience. Hands on, even.
We simply need to be wary of any newfound attention that falls upon us. Nobody doubted our capabilities beforehand, but they have more reason to be concerned now.
I think a show of strength would intimidate the shit out of everyone. We just dropped in, nuked them, and left. And we blew a hole in Diffraxis. Like, I think people are going to be less likely to attack us now.
I mean, with Diffraxis and the Sinister Horde basically hamstrung here, that leaves mostly Ioth and the Burning Eyes, and the Burning Eyes aren't quite as shrewd as the Sinister Horde were when it came to open warfare.
They have a new warlord. It will be some time before he has asserted control over all of them.
The ruin that walks is going to want revenge.
Always.
Yeah, but I think it was our turn. That was Elno again. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
No complaints.
All right. Leaving the thundering hooves of the Dune Riders riding through the driving southern winds that are scraping across the battlefield, you teleport your way back to Ioth Academy.
Oh, can I do one thing before we teleport?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could I summon a certain Voidborn? Where the fuck is my list?
Who's the lucky winner?
I want to summon that Shadow Stalker, and could I tell it to go after the commander of the Raveners?
Let's see if that's how that works. Because if you need a name or something,
chooses a target.
Yeah, you can do that. Take
I'll
whatever
just drop
damage.
it.
Just have it pass into shadow.
I'm not gonna even concentrate. I'm just gonna like drop concentration, yeet into the teleport, and fuck off.
Bye.
And maybe send Tamina a message like, "Hey, if you see a Shadow Stalker running towards anyone in particular, that may be the commander. If it runs towards you, here's its list of vulnerabilities." Which it does not have, but it is resistant to physical attacks. So,
good luck.
Okay. And the Academy force returns.
just in case it can help it, it's just in case if the commander was there or someone acting as that.
There is a great deal of buzz and hubbub, mostly upon the participants. I don't think a whole lot of news about this operation got out. It's not like the student body knows what you were doing. But Tana Ralnor is particularly excited. That's the power of math, bitches!
I feel bad for almost failing numerology now.
Do you think we're gonna get like purple hearts for this?
I don't know if the Academy does medals.
We should get
I
a
mean,
medal.
I guess it's been a while since it's been a real wartime force at the Academy. I mean,
Yeah, we really
surely
should
if you have a
celebrate more.
military force, you need accolades.
We didn't celebrate enough for all the murders we did in Defraxis. And now we like took care of the Raveners, we saved Tamina, like, where's the party? Where's the parade for us?
Oh, speaking of parties and parades, can I get inside checks on some of the NPCs who are with us, like say Cryus, Ventisco?
Yeah, give me an insight and I'll give you a general.
That's going to be a 3.
Oh, I can help.
You know what? I didn't use any of my lucky dice, and they expire at the end of a session, so I'm going to use one of the lucky die just on insight.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Let's take a look here. Sventisco. Nothing but happiness. Super excited. Just absolutely buzzing with adrenaline and the thrill of victory. Does not give a shit that it was shadow magic that you used. Does not care.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm like sorting through and I have all these side NPCs.
Yeah,
Sig.
miscellaneous characters. Named characters, give me the insight.
Sig. Pretty neutral. Pretty low key. Got some notes for next time. Cryus. Just like leaves. As soon as you're done. He just goes back to his room.
Peace.
Mason, Crowan can tell you when he gets back. Claire Calais is not coming back with you. She's going to go talk to some friends in the Shadow Realm, not in the immediate vicinity where all the angry people are. Mia Hethil, pleasant as always.
Traitor. Still a traitor.
Puwabi. Pretty zen about all of this. Untermaler. You know what? I'm going to give Untermaler a roll here just to see if he can keep his poker face or not.
Deceive me, little man.
18. While he is concerned that the Academy is going to become the #1 target for every single villainous plot, sabotage, assassination, just everything after doing this, he's also very relieved that the Sinister Horde's army has been devastated. Like, from a grand strategy perspective, there weren't a lot of other ways that could have gone down. Like, there was a military victory would have been very hard. And because you used high magic, he didn't have to tap into the Academy's arcane reserves. Which means...
You're next, Athos.
Who else we got?
Helen Brooke.
Henan. Lots of notes, lots of thoughts about what just happened, about the experience of it. But a very deep sense of satisfaction. Perhaps the only time you've ever seen viciousness in Hennenbrook.
Henan belonged to the people in the south they devastated,
Stone
right?
Abbey.
Or southwest
Yes.
of here.
The Stone Abbey of Lamculet. Those were his people. And that culture has pretty much been wiped out.
Glorious vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he would have been like, "Oh, I'm just glad to be here for the extra credit."
No.
Mentally signs out.
His family was saved from the fall of Lamculet. But like his homeland is gone. It's dead.
Oh, damn.
The halls of the monasteries under the mountains where he grew up are filled with corpses and spirits now. So, fuck these guys. The Sage, always difficult to read. Definitely, given her role as sort of a guardian of the cosmic balance, is contemplating consequences of creating such a huge link, even if it was temporary, between shadow and reality. She's much happier about this than she would have been if it was void that was used, because that would have permanently damaged reality. But this is still something she's going to need to consider. Are there going to be any long-term effects for the Dune Riders if this whole area is somehow, if the border there is thinned now or anything like that? Elnal, viciously happy. Just, she,
hell yeah.
You know, her speech that she gave at the beginning of the school year was, "We are going to get revenge." And now you got revenge, and it was with shadow magic, which is her area of expertise. She's very ferociously happy. I think that's everybody.
Darn it, we should probably tell Brontha fairly soon.
Yeah, I wanted to tell the council all about this, so maybe like some of them can like be cool with me.
I reckon I'll let me into Kaelor's court to see that happen.
Oh yeah, you should come.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how they react.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's set up a teleport.
Is that what you'd like
Oh,
to
and maybe
do next?
can Tamina come? Maybe like maybe she'll have a more better report of like the end part.
You got to
of
give her a
battle.
few days. Give her a few days to wrap up army stuff, round up the remaining survivors, do some patrols to make sure that there's no other hostiles in the area, provision additional booze for the troops to celebrate the victory, like all that stuff. Give her a few days and she's down.
I'm happy to time skip a few days of recovery. Just what's our calendar on the mantle thing?
Let me pull up the calendar. I think you still have like a few months.
Okay.
Like
A
we're
few months
definitely getting closer, but
so long as it's not like waiting 3 days is gonna fuck us on.
No, it won't. Okay, so we're in
Okay.
Leveron's month. Oh, it's next month. So that is what you will be doing next 100%, because you have like you have like you have about a month before that. So that will absolutely be the next priority, but you can take a few days. Not a problem.
Cool.
And you've still got like 5 months or so before you have to go meet your potential betrothed.
Yeah, plenty of time on that. I might be dead by then anyway. That's a problem for Lathor later if he's still alive.
Later, Athalor, that bastard. Do you want to wait a few days and then go talk to the court?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do like an Arcana roll here to like go back into Ioth's notes in the like days pass by?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll just work on our miscellaneous projects and recover.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, you give myself a
I think
guidance.
that's two. That should be 2 lore points, if I'm correct, or arcane research points.
20.
Oh, with the guidance? Yeah. So 3.
Nice.
3 arcane research points.
Cool.
All right. Garnet, what do you want to spend your downtime doing before you go see the Court of Calor?
Is Elno still working on a bomb?
That has been backburnered.
Oh, okay.
She's still gonna like mess with that, but she didn't have to use it because this is what she was gonna use it on. So now, yeah, that was the point of this bomb. Like this unstoppable army was rampaging across the land. She was designing this to stop them from attacking her school or killing anyone else that she cares about. But we did Garnet's Shadow Gateway thing instead, and so that is no longer the research priority.
Is there any scouting that I can do with Lurkalay in terms of the shadow plane? Just to go hidden or disguised.
You could do that. Give me a stealth check with advantage and a perception or investigation check.
And then investigation.
Oh, she's smart.
Okay. The army is doing its best to stay together in the realm of shadows. However, as they're navigating through it, they're getting picked off one by things in the darkness that crave their life, or some of them are getting split off and wandering away.
Because they don't have their leader, right? So they must be even harder to be
They
organized.
have their replacement leader. The new commander of the army made it through, but he was not Igor. He's not nearly as good. So he is trying to keep the army together. However, with a 26 on your investigation, there are... Hold on. This is a small can. You have opened a minor can of worms.
Oh.
I don't mind a can of worms. We're doing our best to keep track of the consequences of our actions. Behold the consequences.
Okay. During your scouting, you notice an unfamiliar figure in the middle of their camp. A person with gray skin that seems to have been like stretched on and like stapled together, covering them. And instead of a left hand, they have a claw of shadows.
I don't like that.
This
Is that
individual
Merrick?
does not look like Merrick. Does not look like anybody you've ever seen before.
Okay.
But this individual is having long meetings with the Lord, with the commander of this army. And after a particularly dark night, the new commander of the army, is seen emerging from his tent, and where his left hand was once cut off, now he also has a clawed hand of pure shadow. And he completely changes the direction of the entire army. And from that moment, and you don't have a lot more time to scout them after this because not a lot of time has passed. At that moment, they suddenly stop taking nearly as many casualties from shadows stealing them away. It's as if they're being almost entirely left alone. And they have changed their direction. Roll a history check for me, please.
I'm just gonna lucky dice this. Okay, fuck me then.
Do you have any inspos?
We have that group 1d8, or because we
1d8?
individually both used our 1d8s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
yeah,
only
we
have like 19 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, an 18.
Okay. So they were heading south for given values of south in the realm of shadow.
Yeah.
Which would be back towards their homeland. But now they are marching northeast. I'm going to pull up the map real quick.
Yep.
Just to give you, and again, it's really hard to tell where they're actually going and what they're actually doing because shadow, things are wibbly wobbly, things are not one-to-one. All right, if you pull up the stream, I'm pulling up the map there.
Northeast. So that would probably be past the Dune Riderlands where they were before.
So the battle just occurred here. They had been marching south.
Mm-hmm.
But now, actually, they're just marching like straight north. Almost entirely straight north. Northeast would have been like towards Ioth Academy, but that's not where they're headed. They're headed further north.
Under a direction.
And this like gray skin dude, is he like of shadow origin? Like is he looking like a shadow being?
Yeah.
Does Lurkale look like she knows him or knows of what he is?
She's never seen him before.
And like she would know what everyone mostly looks like in this region. So that's fucking weird. Okay.
Yes. This is very odd, darling. He's not from around here. I think our handsome visitor may be a interested third party.
Handsome, he's got the worst facelift I've ever seen.
We must be kind, darling. We must attempt
You
to
have
be
a
kind.
god back home. Come on. Also, how's that going?
I've been a little bit busy with this dalliance down in the desert and our lovely walks, constitutionals here, keeping an eye on our several thousand of our closest friends. But absence does
he
make the
miss
heart
you?
grow fonder. I'm sure he does. I'm sure his
So
blood
cute.
burns.
Ooh, we'll get you back soon.
I don't know what he is, but somehow I feel that he is not what he seems to be.
I'll do some reading. You go back on your dates, and if you hear anything, let me know.
Be safe, my jewel. And off she goes. And wait, she gets you out of the realm of shadow before she like leaves you. She doesn't want to leave you.
Thanks.
Yeah, she's not. Deuces, I'm out.
Good luck, idiot.
Good luck, idiot is crazy.
All right. So yeah, I had been planning what to do if you pulled this off.
Oh hell yeah!
It's still a win. It's still a win, but it's not a we just killed all of them and nothing, no consequences win.
Half of them are still alive and basically unhurt.
Calor's court time.
Calor's court time? Yeah, we can do that.
Brontha with Tamina.
Tamina, let me just get the appropriate characters out here.
Tamina's Pavom's mum, right?
Correct. Doodly-doodly-doo. Okay. Once again within the glory of Kalos Court in Brontha, at a regularly scheduled meeting of the council, Tamina has formally requested an audience to deliver her report alongside you. Athalor, obviously, you are in attendance as well, and I think Untramaler would probably come along. Since he's the general, he would need to give a report from his side of things.
I'm here in a mostly non-speaking capacity.
How much detail are you going to go into? What's the gist of how you're going to talk through this or handle this, students?
I think we should.
definitely
Athalor and I
Garnet.
take like a lot of credit on the idea. I mean, it was our idea to come up with the giant. It was.
Yeah, kind of was.
And yeah, so we can take credit for the idea, and maybe since we got some high intelligence score, go into some really complicated, intricate detail about the Matrix and how we involved like all these mages and how we combined our powers and all like just the most intelligent sounding description of the magical process.
Yeah,
but not too long, not too boring, but just enough to confuse them,
Garnet can push the arcane formula, and Ethel's going to do like tactical annotations because I've got the expertise in warfare.
Okay. Garnet, roll a persuasion or performance check, please.
I could do better, probably.
I can
try.
I'm gonna lucky this.
Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new scene.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And roll an Arcana check for Technobabble.
Technobabble. Ooh!
Oh,
like baby! Third one of the day.
Okay.
Damn.
And Athalor, give me a persuasion check, please. Or performance.
I'll use my unlucky as well. Why not?
Oh.
We'll take the 16.
Yeah, you know what? I'll guidance that too.
We'll
Okay,
take the
19.
And roll a history check for...
I have advantage on this from my class.
Very good. Go ahead and roll that.
Two 15s.
Okay. And then give me insight checks from both of you, please.
This is not advantage.
We take the first, a 16 and a 21. Okay. There is some sense of unfamiliarity tinged with concern about the magic that was used. That being said, you weren't summoning demons. Okay, you summoned one demon, but that wasn't mentioned in the report.
Miscellaneous demon.
The plane of shadow is dark, but not necessarily evil. But
no murder. It wasn't murder.
Oh, cleansing
The
people
murder
with
came
holy
out.
fire is completely fine in Brontha's book. Like, if you had purged all of them and just killed all of them, they would have been fine with that. Fire cleanses, right? Like,
we did use fire. There was fire involved.
There was fire involved.
We just sent them to shadow jail. We want them to pay penance or whatever.
One of the things about Zalar is that Zalar is the light of truth that shines and banishes shadow and darkness and reveals truth, right? Removes ambiguity and reveals truth. So there are definitely some, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not ecclesiastical, it's not liturgical, doctrinal. There are definitely some doctrinal concerns in the room. Magister Jale has some pretty intelligent questions to ask about the actual casting process, but does not quite manage to keep up, Garnet.
So, like, we impress the shit out of them?
Yes. Yes.
Yay!
And they're all, like, shocked that the army that slaughtered them, that killed thousands of Bronthans, is just gone now. That Ioth Academy just got rid of it. So overall, you do kind of stir up a little bit of shit. There have been rumors about you using dark magic in the past, and this is not a rumor. This was very, very obvious, but it wasn't evil magic. It was just dark magic. So you've definitely gained a little bit of controversy, but
dark magic for dark times.
You've also saved the Sunswept lands and avenged the deaths of thousands of Bronthans. So, like, it's complicated, but it's definitely a good thing. Yeah. Plus aura.
Okay.
Yes, plus aura. Like, this is good news. There's a little bit of weirdness, but this is good news. No
one's directly confronted me about it. They're just like
correct
snickering and being weird.
They're like, there's maybe the couple like looking at each other weird, or they'll ask like some of them aren't familiar with shadow magic, right? Like, these aren't all metaphysical planar meta geometry scholars, so they have to ask. Some of them ask clarifying questions about, wait, where did you send them? What is this place? What kind of spell was it? But you are able to explain it by using technobabble. You are capable of making it sound very just like technical rather than supernatural flowy, or just like, yeah, it's a result of the flow of energy past the prime material plane, casting a shadow in its wake, and therefore creating an after image that has its own tenuous reality.
Could I like since they're not being direct with me, it's like I want to convince them that like shadow is a balance of light and dark, and that Zalar told me to be like this eye of the paradox, balance of both forces, and that you can't have one without the other. So learning how to control both is how you defeat the other side.
What is shadow but light striking mortals?
Yeah.
How do you want to handle that? Persuasion check?
Unless you let me get away with Arcana in terms of like the more complicated breakdown. Depends if I'm trying to persuade them or not. Or
I mean, you're trying to persuade them. You're trying to persuade them of your role in this, right? So I think it would just be another persuasion check.
All right, let's do it. I could do better. I mean, might as well, just throw a little luck in there. Okay, fuck me then. Anyways,
welcome to the parade.
Inaro stands up and backs you up.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
He gives a impassioned speech about the role that you were anointed to play. Who are we to disagree with Zalar, who has sent the marked among us to do what others cannot? If it is her destiny to bear this sacrifice for the greater glory of the light, then we should celebrate that.
If she were not tainted with the Phoenix, have allowed her to ride.
Exactly.
Yeah. Things
not
and
quite
such
as
as.
suggestively.
Go on.
Okay.
Not in like a defensive way, just in like while they ask about shadow and if they look concerned, I can try to relieve them of this concern, not like in an aggressive or defensive way.
All right. I'm going to need some time to ponder the after effects and who reacts how, but I am going to overall say that it was a successful attempt. You have shifted the needle. You have helped people come around to your way of seeing things.
Nice. And
I'll check with King Pothinus about holding a celebration, but that is, Inaros is going to suggest that too. Celebrating the defeat of the Sinister Horde and the combined efforts, Brontha for spilling blood in the defense, Bethotlo for being the silent knife, and Ioth Academy for casting them into the shadows.
And how does Brontha look in terms of like the forces they've been trying to recruit? Are they like back to normal or
No,
even close?
They're not
or-
back to normal yet. It's rebuilding is still going to take time because they took so many of their like best warriors died in that fight. The cream of the crop is no longer available. But the fact that you took out the Sinister Horde, like, it was a fucking crisis. Marathon can speak to this. The fact that they did not have a powerful army, like that they didn't have two big armies to defend the homeland, was a crisis. If the Sinister Horde came after them, it was going to be an existential threat to all of Brontha after that loss. Like, maybe the Phoenix could pull through, but it still takes men to hold the field. So, with that threat removed, that's huge. That means that they might actually have time to rebuild. Diffraxis' army was beaten badly. Ithgos is busy because they're being invaded by Menegistu, one of the other priest kingdoms. They're probably biding their time. They're going to be a threat, but like they're not at our doorstep. We can actually breathe now.
Can I do a targeted insight check on Marathon while Garnet is talking?
Sure.
Ooh. I like that. Can I insight? Oh, you got this. I was hoping.
Let me add
Is mommy proud? Did I make mommy proud?
Yeah.
Please, mommy issues.
Guidance, get me over 20. Oh, nice, 21.
She's feeling a very complex melange of emotions right now. I'm going to go into detail. I'm not just going to say it's complicated. I feel like you've had a heart-to-heart about the kind of magic you use, Garnet, before. Like, you haven't gone into full detail like you did with, I think you showed Pevom.
Yeah.
But like, she was in the room when you killed all the mirror clones, right? With a shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the room. So this isn't new to her. And it is something that's been worrying her. And she is, I'm not going to say old-fashioned, but she's a general. She wanted to be victorious in battle. Not for the sake of glory, but just so like, we have an army, we can protect ourselves, we're strong. And they had to get bailed out by dark magic. But when Garnet is standing in front of the council, giving that speech on her own behalf, Marathon sees and hears Emosis in her.
Aww.
That like charisma, that presence, that confidence, giving an impassioned speech without being accusatory or negative or angry. Like, and so she is wiping away a couple of tears and hoping no one will notice.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ethel will tell Garnet later. Cannot break her flow.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I know you're really in it right now, but your mom's crying, so keep
it up. But yeah, Pothinus thanks you and thanks the Academy and praises Zalar for sending you in their hour of need. And also gives a speech, which we have 1 minute left, so I'm not going to give it. But he stands up and like loudly proclaims this to the whole room, like, this is a good thing. Yay. And yes, in Aros, a celebration is a good idea. We'll talk about it.
And I think after the meeting, she'll probably like run up to Inaros all excited because that was probably like the best she's looked in front of the council. And obviously this was a huge win to avenge Brontha and just sort of try to win people over with the shadow magic is something I guess we haven't even had a discussion about. And just the fact that he backed her up, like was the first one to do so. I don't know, that just warmed her heart. So she'll squeeze his hand while she's like kind of excitedly telling him about how the battle went, maybe like more little fun details that maybe only another fighter would really care about, you know. Yeah.
Does Athlor wander over there, or does he leave the two of them alone?
Athor kind of sticks by Untamorla for most of this, just lets Garnet kind of like run her courtly intrigue. In terms of what Garnet saw in the shadow plane, does she tell Athalor about them heading north?
Oh yeah, I can tell. Yeah, I filled you in on all that. Pretend.
Cool.
Yeah.
In which case, off stream names, I'll probably have Athalor send his mum a letter.
Okay.
Figuring that they are in that path potentially.
Okay. One last thing I was going to say, and I forgot it. Oh, afterwards, Untamala is going to, like, when you're all on your way back, basically say, all right, now that we've won this, we got to head back to the planning room. The situation has shifted. We need to decide our next move. After we deal with this god thing.
It was a god thing.
It's always a god thing. And that'll be it for episode 149. When we return, if Crowan's goddamn pissing power decides to work, we can do episode 150 and we can go restore a god. Thank you all of you for joining us. And we will see you next time on Ioth Academy.